Like Ireland? Do we just want to get rid of Ireland?
I think
maybe?
just ruling out Ireland would be nice, and then wherever you like, wherever you fancy.
Which one rules out Ireland? I'm a little bit
Both.
less experienced with the Ireland strategy.
Oh,
Just do
good
both?
point. Yeah, because it's first location. Oh,
Yeah.
if you want to do,
Dublin is one of the cities in Ireland.
if you want to pick both Irish cities, then you can. I can't remember. It all depends on where Dracula wants to go. If he wants to go leave Ireland from North Atlantic and then get into the mainland, or wants to go to UK. It just depends what side.
We'll just be safe. Okay, he didn't start Islander. We're okay.
Cool. Okay. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to another game of Fear of Dracula. We just started recording spontaneously. Hopefully the audio quality is good enough. We've got another Hunter tag team here. I'm with Pizzawizard. Hello, Pizzawizard.
Hello there.
And poor Pizzawizard's feeling a little bit under the weather, but that's okay. It's hopefully you feel better soon. And then we've got as Dracula another new player in the community, Skybreaker. Can I say Skybreaker? I'll forget the numbers after a while.
That's all right. Skybreaker is just fine, but it's Skybreaker96 for those who care.
There we go. Oh, I got a white one, by the way.
I have a white one as well, and I think Godalming wants to do a trade with Van Helsing at some point after he supplies more.
At some point. Okay, cool. I'll keep that in mind. So, yep, Skybreaker joined the community today, right?
Yes, that's true.
And first PvP game, so this is exciting stuff. And already we had a little discussion off camera, but you're quite au fait with the book and everything, so this is going to be good stuff, hopefully.
Yep, very much so. Just like the late, what's his name? The guy who played the Saruman the White in Lord of the Rings. He read that book every year, and I read Dracula every year, at least during the summer. So.
That's interesting. If I'm reading Dracula during this, I'd probably be more of a wintry type book. I mean, that's just me. Or maybe because of timing, I suppose. Real life stuff getting in the way.
So does that mean if we know the book, we're just gonna have to? All of his encounters are gonna follow what they encounter in the book, right? Step by step.
Very possibly, yeah.
Maybe.
If you have any like UI questions or like strategy questions, like feel free to ask. It's just, first game, you're more than entitled to ask things.
Scot-sword is pretty good at this game after all. He did win. We had a tournament a few weeks ago, and he did win the entire thing. So he might know a thing or two about some of the strategy of the game.
I mean, you're no bad player yourself, Pizzawizard. So don't put it all on me. Thank you though, but. Yeah, there's some, because you got the physical board game, Skybreaker. The digital edition does handle a few things differently. I don't know if you've noticed already with some of your outings with the AI. The main thing is Dracula you have to be worried about is the trail acts differently. In the physical board game, the trail shifts, everything moves across one space, and then you play your move. In digital version, Dracula has to play the move, and then the trail moves. So... things will move. Things will mature after you move, not the other way around. So that can also that could affect timings and when you get wolf form back and all this sort of thing. You also don't see your hand of encounters until you play your starting location, which is not how it should be done either. But that's just the way it's been done. I don't know if Nomad are ever going to change it or just going to keep it the way it is. I'm not sure.
Yeah. You gentlemen are playing on a different operating system as me. I'm playing on the iOS app version, and it displays a lot differently than you're describing. And it for me, it's not an issue. I can actually see my encounter cards before I place my first location.
We are following the book. Jonathan Harker's here to investigate for us what's happening with Dracula.
Perfect. Good stuff. Okay, that's fine. I can see that. Yeah.
Do we want him as an ally? I assume we do.
I think it's fine. At this point in the game, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Don't worry. Most of your decisions are going to be correct. Just go for it. The other thing you can do, things we were talking to Strider yesterday, I don't know where on your screen, but there might be like portraits of the hunters that you can click on somewhere. I hope. There should be like hunter portraits, and you should be able to see, because obviously Mina, because she's bidden, she's revealing an item, and she would reveal an event if she had an event. you are entitled to see what that is. I don't know where on the iOS screen it appears, but it should be there somewhere.
Underneath the despair mask
Yep.
on my version, I can scroll through all the hunters and I can click them and I can look at what Mina is holding. And currently, it looks like she's got a nice wooden stake.
She does, so that's perfect. And the other thing you can do somewhere, obviously now it's not. Oh, well that's awkward. I mean, instinctively,
we
I
want
think
him.
we do, but I think instinctively we keep Harker until we get like newspaper and stuff.
Okay. I mean, there are ways to get Rufus back. We need him. Hopefully,
That's
we'll
true, and
find
also
one
like
of
look
them
at the
back.
game we played yesterday. We got Rufus in play, and then Dracula never went to sea once because he just kept escaping his bat. So I might just search, and I'll search maybe Athens. Okay, no Athens.
That's a good pick, though. I think Athens, like when I started playing the game, at least Athens was always like it's super far away, right? You put something there, and then it looks really far away on the map.
If you ever want Godalming to trade with Mina, just say so, and I can either trade on her turn or trade on Godalming's turn, whatever you want.
He's the one with the white one, so I'm a little bit worried about supplying with him and then finding the third one and then having to discard one of them. So I think I'd like to trade.
Because Mina has a white one, so yeah, that's
Oh,
gonna be a bit
Mina
awkward.
also has a white one. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, you could put both onto Mina, and then Mina just psychic scans all the time. But obviously now Dracula will never to go into Austria-Hungary.
I'm fine. I could just. I mean, it's unlikely that I draw the white one on the first one, right? There's 11 tickets. The chances are slim.
Yeah, and if you end up picking it, and then it has to get back into the deck, it's fine. Just go for it.
Okay.
It's okay. The other thing, I don't know where on the screen, but you can see the decks of the event deck, the item deck, and your encounter deck.
Our luck is on point today. We got it with the second. We have all 3 white ones.
Okay, well we have to hope he gets horses then, otherwise he's pretty useless for.
That's true. That is true.
Especially if Jack started in the east, that's a problem. But also somewhere on your screen you should see like 3 decks, but they're much smaller, and you'll see like 410, and these are the discarded events, discarded items, and discarded Dracula encounters. You should be able to click on them, and you'll be able to see what items we've discarded and what events have been discarded, and then that can be important. You can keep track of that during the game.
Yeah, so somebody threw away some garlic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I've got a decent. And again, I don't know if you want me to talk strategy with you. The only thing would be, I mean, obviously Dracula can kind of do whatever you want, but the thing that's kind of meta, quote unquote, is your starting location is often misdirected. So you can delay us finding you if we get like a newspaper report or something. Also, the fact there's no encounter on it, then you're not getting much benefit from it. But I can see reasons why you don't want to misdirect that starting location either, because you want to misdirect something later or whatever.
Jonathan Harker being out may be a reason to want to misdirect it, because with him out, we will see that it will give us essentially an extra day to know generally what area your first encounter is in.
That's true. Oh,
wolf forms.
And wolf form. Interesting. Interesting.
I'm living rent-free in your head.
And a rumor token. Cool. Okay.
Oh, that's a strat, because now he's so far away from wherever that thing is.
Yeah, and it depends on what. Yeah, and if it's a central thing like Strasbourg or wherever, there's so many places it could be by now. Okay, that's fine. We can work around it.
We have Jonathan Harker. That's going to help a lot, hopefully, even if we don't get a newspaper reports.
Agreed.
Also, now you decide to trust the mainstream media.
Always.
I think...
Sometimes they're shy, though.
They wait until we already know everything, and then they start telling us, oh, newspaper reports, newspaper reports. And it's like, well, we know he's at sea right now. Thank you. Thank you, newspaper.
Yeah.
Really appreciated.
That's when you use the money trail.
True. Then they're helpful. Money trail.
Okay. Alright.
Probably not in England.
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know if it makes much sense for him to like wolf form from England when, I mean, like wolf forming 219 and when he could just walk there seems a little bit weird. Like that's the only place he could wolf
Yeah.
form to, or I guess wolf forming to 32 maybe past
And
Van
then,
Helsing if he like hid. I don't.
yeah, I'm not sure.
It's weird. I don't think does Mina want to trade with Godalming right now?
I mean, maybe it also might be just good to see we can know what we each other have.
It's true.
Okay, nice.
hmm
Um,
Anything? Anything we really want to change here?
I mean, we could keep it as it is if you want me. I mean, the thing you have on the left, I really like having that on Mina. So if you want, you could take the thing on the left from me and give me the thing on the left from you.
hmm
Because like realistically, right, you want horses, so
Yeah. Then you can keep your tickets. We should just keep them there. Does this look? Besides that, I think that's what you're talking about right there.
no. Oh,
No. Okay.
let
We'll
me.
give it back
I
to
think I can do it.
Yeah, it's saying waiting for you, so I assume yes. Okay, I'm fine with that.
I like that combo on Mina, and if need be, I can either ditch one of those for a horse, or I can keep both. It just depends.
Mhm.
Um,
Do we want to get rid of a good ticket? Like we don't. Do you have like some equestrians over there on Van
no,
Helsing?
no, we
Okay.
are equine, 0 equines.
Zero
So
equine.
Sounds like a bunch of horseplay to me.
Take it. He knows.
I mean, I'll just do this just in case. Okay.
Yeah, our ticket stuff is pretty good actually for being Wednesday.
Say again.
Our ticket economy is pretty good for it being Wednesday.
Yeah, we don't have. Yeah, the fact we don't have horses is a problem. So we might. Godalming might just have to ditch one of those white ones. If we don't get horses out, we're just gonna have to commit to railing until.
Until we find them.
Yeah, is what it is. We can't. I've had games before where I've had like double white one on Seward, and I've just sacrificed so many turns trying to get horses on it. And just like, nah. Sometimes you just have to commit to it and just say, nah, ditch one, get good move. Especially if we discover he's in the east, we need to get a yellow 2 to get onto the rail line we're on.
It's a little bit better, I think, with like Godalming and Mina being with white ones, because hopefully between the two of them, they're getting 3 items a turn. Hopefully one of them will find a horse, whereas with Seward, right, he's getting like 1 item a turn. It can be pretty lackluster.
Indeed. Yeah, agreed.
Okay. It's fine. It's okay.
When you've played the physical board, I don't know if you've played it a lot. Skybreaker, have you done it like with the advanced rules, with layers and all that sort of stuff, or how?
Yeah, like a full course. Like I've got a bunch of friends who sit down on a regular basis, and we play lots of really intense, hardcore rule intensive games. Like I own the entire. Not to plug them, but Fantasy Flight Games. I own the entire Mansions of Madness series.
Oh, that game's so good.
Yeah, it is so freaking good. But the thing is, it's got so many rules and so many like interactions and intense like scenarios, and it's just So I typically enjoy playing a game once through as basically as you can, just so you get the hang of it, and then add in everything else.
Sure.
But since my friends are all like board game like fanatics, we're just like, let's just drop straight into hardcore and do it the way it was meant to be.
It's an approach. You can handle it. It can be great, I imagine.
You know, for hunters, you're awfully sedentary.
We're stocking up. You know, when we find you, we gotta be prepared to actually deal with you. If we like just started moving around right now and we didn't find you, then eventually when, you know, our good friend Jonathan Harker shows up at your estate, we wouldn't be able to actually pursue that lead.
I don't know, like if your group has like a meta in terms of how they play, but this is generally how hunters play in our community. I mean, it's not the only way. There are other ways you can do it, but the value of the supply is just very, very strong. Very strong.
Because if we move around, there is a slim chance that we actually find out where you are moving around. But by supplying, we have a way to get items, and we have a way. There are a bunch of events, like hired scouts, like evil presence, like local rumors, that might find you just from us supply. So supplying has kind of been like it's week one, you're hunters, you're most likely supplying. But obviously, it's not always the case.
Yeah.
Most common, though. John
Well,
Seward
you guys do you, I suppose.
John Seward has some good events. And Godalming might still want that trade at some point.
Okay. Van Helsing has a horse. So at least one of them's come out.
Okay. Nobody's gotten one on my side yet.
Okay. That's alright. It's not ideal that Van Helsing has one, but it's fine. We'll just have to work with it. We haven't got many events though. It's similar to the game we had with Roscoe yesterday. Very quite Dracula event heavy, but that's okay.
Skybreaker, I want to ask you, what do you think of Holy Bullets as an item card? Just curiosity. What do you think of this?
Here we go. Correct response.
I think they sting when you shoot me with them. How about that?
Okay. I just had to discard some, and I was feeling it.
Right. Damn. Right, come on, Mina. You're finally gonna get an event, hopefully.
She's a horse girl at heart, right? Right there.
Oh my god. Out of all the events I could have gone.
Oh, long night. Yeah, that's not great. It's okay.
1, 2. Already 9 Dracula cards in the discard pile. This is insane.
He probably didn't hoax and then put a rumor token on it, right? That seems.
Wow,
could have done that though.
I mean, if there is a hoax, we're laughing. Yeah, I'm gonna trade. I don't want to do anything else with Van Helsing, so I'll trade with either Godalming or Seward. So you just let me know which.
Does Mina want to trade with? I don't have anything to do with.
Nothing's
Godalming,
changed on my side.
Nothing's changed. Okay, then it's fine. We'll pass. I think John Seward is just gonna keep doing what he was doing before. Okay.
Right, who do you want to trade with?
I think that both of them have good events, but I think Godalming has an event that literally does nothing on him, so probably him before Van Helsing.
Cool. Oh, I see. Okay.
Not that first turn.
Right. Okay. Now I'll just punt this to you.
Cool.
If you ever want to ditch that event, just go for it. Oh, actually,
I kind of like that one. Well, it's okay. He has 2 other slots. He'll probably,
we might want to combo it with that other card that I've just taken from you. So yeah, the fact we've got that, and we haven't got a need to play it now, but it's something we can do at some point. Well, Well, we're going to find out now where we're supposed to be going, and then we can take it from there. Might have to get a shift on. We'll see.
Do you have any surprising returns?
Ah, well done. Nice misdirect.
Oh, dang it, he learns.
Very good. Right, so that's more pressure on us then. See, the card that we've got doesn't really help us now because of this wolf form. Well, it doesn't stop the the first encounter. So yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, it's probably gonna mature, honestly, right? Because if we don't find it before, unless Van Helsing, actually we just traded events. We know Van Helsing doesn't have newspaper reports, unless he does.
We need even get a newspaper now. Like it'd be useful for finding current location, but that first location might well mature, so we might have to just let it go. We'll see. Maybe I should have played Long Night, actually.
Are we? I guess there's a lot of Dracula events out, so maybe the chance of getting one is less on the bottom.
Well, all the cards you're discarding from the deck are coming from the top.
Mhm.
So you have no idea what's coming from the bottom.
Just the overall ratio of Dracula events to winner events.
Yeah, I think the hero deck is like ratio 2.5 to 1, roughly.
2 to 1.
Yeah, okay.
50 Hunter, 25 Dracula. Yeah, we need to get some events. Oh yeah, Seward's also full up.
Seward does have some pretty good events. He's been not newspapers, but some good stuff.
That's all right. Well, that's a good card. Doesn't help us, but that's good. Bloody hell! Double garlic grief. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's 15 left in the pile, and there's one on top, so it's 14 out of 50.
Godalming did draw a movement event, so he might be able to get to
now
wherever it is if it's close.
That's good to know.
John Stewart, on the other hand, does not have movement events, but he has some S tier, you might say, S tier events.
Good. Yeah, Van Helsing got one as well. I can do a trade. Oh.
Let's see if he tried to be sneaky with this hide. He probably didn't, but if he did, this could be helpful. Oh, Genoa. He wolf formed to there, so is he like
right?
in
So the
45?
thing is, yeah. So that's the thing. It's not Bari because Bari's too far away. So the furthest south is Rome. But then if it's wolf forming towards Italy.
Well, we'll know soon enough. We'll know after his
60, 15. Oof. This is really. If it's something like 15, we can't get to it. I don't think we can. Very unlikely. Okay, I'm gonna do a trade with Seward, just to free up a hand. I know you're probably gonna move, but just also to get an idea of what we got.
We got some good stuff.
Right. Interesting. The one on the left is really good, and the one the second from the right. Hold on to it. I'd probably say we don't use it now. It depends where this location is, but
if we could use it to get rid of the vampire that potentially is 7 points or whatever, is that worth it? Do you think?
Maybe. I can see arguments.
We can talk about it.
Yeah.
We can talk about it when it
once we know it. If with the movement we've got we cannot get to it, then there's no point blowing it now. Hold on to it. Okay. I'm gonna keep what I've got.
I'm very surprised there's been no more horses.
That can happen. I had it once where the horses were the last 2 cards in the deck.
Oh God.
So
terrible.
That's but we'll get them eventually. It's just hopefully Van Helsing shouldn't supply more because could end up getting duplicates, and I don't want to start mucking around trying to trade stuff.
Okay, Jonathan Dark Call and Jonathan Harker tells us.
And it was 15. That's a very good start.
Oh God. Godalming could get there if he used the card that John Stewart has.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Because he has some sense of emergency.
Right, so having to blow like 2 really good movement-based cards just to stop a 7-point.
I mean, we could also it would mean we could do some extra supply. It would be nice, but it would also mean we wouldn't be able to use it to like alpha strike him later in the game.
Maybe to save 7 points, it might be worth it.
And it's not like that's all it's gonna do, right? It does mean everybody else also gets, extra stuff.
And also means then, Wolf Form is gonna be up there for a little bit. Mina can deal Genoa. Yeah, if you want to use it, go for it. I see arguments for using it and not using it. So
do we want Speedy Telegraph in addition, or is that not necessary?
Nah, I don't think it's necessary right now. No.
Got it. Well, renewed vigor. Ta-da! Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we move on foot first to see if he went to Munich at some point?
Because he could be in Munich right now.
get-
Our priority is not finding out where he is right now. It's about trying to stop these
Okay.
things.
Yep.
I would
You-
say, I mean, if you want to move to Munich and then sense of emergency, that's fine. That's okay. Just in case there's like a delay encounter, that might be a problem.
It's true. If I sense an emergency, does it really matter where it's between 24 and 26? Do we care? I guess do we care about whether he went to? I mean, 24 or 36, I should say. Do we care about?
Van Helsing could go to 36 if need be.
Okay, I'll check 20. I'll go to 24. Hopefully he wasn't there. And then I can move 15.
That's okay. Godalming can tank that, so that's fine.
It's actually the best person for him to be on, really. I mean, aside, maybe John Seward's a little bit better, but...
Yeah, depends on how you view it.
Okay. Here we go. We're not going to misclick. We're going to do it right. We're going to go to 15. Yeah, beautiful.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, it was a vampire. Okay, I think the
It
fact
was a vampire.
if this was a bait, if this was something else, then you feel pretty bad about it. But the fact there's a vampire here, this is fine. You can deal with
Hello.
Yeah.
How does Skybreaker going to do combat, though? I don't know how he plays. This is interesting.
True.
Hmm.
Depends on how you want to deal with it, Pizzawizard. But if
I think we just do maybe standard things. Let me see if it works.
Yeah.
What were we going to say before I rudely interrupted you?
No, nothing. Just you know what items you got, so you can then take into account how you want to deal with this vampire. So that's all right. Because I don't know what you've obtained after we did that trade. So.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. He's gonna get his points.
Gonna,
that's a little bit unfortunate.
But
His point
to give 1 point to save 7, I think that's okay.
What do we want Seward to do today? Do we want him to supply and then move?
How far up can you get?
He has the best ticket. He can move 3.
If you want, you can go to. Yeah, you want to go up to Paris and supply. And then Van Helsing could. Oh, I don't know. Does Van Helsing join? Maybe.
That's true. You do have that event. You could do it maybe.
Yeah, at the same time, I don't know if I want to use it immediately. We're not in a huge rush. Well,
Well, if he doesn't get these 7 points, we do have a lot of time, right? Like we have time to find him.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, but the thing is, if I did use that event, it means I can get him to.
Like you can get him
Paris.
there now, and then maybe give away the horses.
I think so. I think that might be worth it.
I still didn't draw them, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Oh, well, that's fine. I might give them to Game. Lahav. There we go.
I remember when you started playing this game, yeah, I had excellent weather and then still only move 1 because I'd select the sea space and like, I would like to move there. No.
I'm going to go down to Genoa with Mina and deal with all this stuff. Hope it's not that bad.
I'm a little bit worried with you being by yourself.
So yeah, you can choose to activate just the hide card or the Genoa card or both. It's entirely up to you.
And you choose the order as well. That might be relevant sometimes.
Yeah.
Like them discarding their weapon, and then you have a bodyguard as your second one, and then the bodyguard hits them out, they discard their weapon. I mean, it's gonna take it.
That's absolutely fine.
So it was a lot of damage. That was a big swing.
That was, but that could have been way worse. So
That's
it's
true.
fine. I've got time. I can heal up. I might supply.
Yeah, I think you can supply. I mean, we play night actions. Hopefully, Mina won't be the one going against Dracula.
We have horses.
We have horses. She has double horses, doesn't she?
Nope.
Oh, no, she didn't. Wait. Oh, no, it was Van Helsing that horses. No, this is great. This is beautiful. This is what we wanted.
Yeah. It's just fine. She can just stay there. She can just heal up and do nice things. That's good.
So I'm going to rest with Godalming. No. Steak.
Steak a Drake, as Quincy says. Get rid of that vampire. Off we go.
That was a good starting location though, right? That got that vampire as far. Like, if we did not have specifically renewed vigor plus sense of emergency or like chartered carriage or something, that vampire was free and clear. Yeah,
no chance we would have got there. So I don't mind how we do this. If you want to trade on Seward's turn, or
I think Van Helsing's night action is more valuable than Seward's, so I'll trade so that if you want some event shenanigans, you can make that. If you want to get that thing to Mina, maybe.
Yep.
I don't know. Up to you.
Take the horse. maybe you give me the... If you want to take the thing on the right from me as well, then I wouldn't say no to that.
I feel like he's going to be moving more, and then you maybe have more time to supply to get it better. To get.
I have all the hunters. If Van Helsing's the one that doesn't have horses, I don't mind. So yeah.
Do you want the thing? I guess actually the order's kind of messed up because I've been moving cards around on my screen.
Oh,
Card that.
Just punt stuff to me, and then I'll see if I agree to it or not.
Okay.
If you want to take as much from me as you want.
Like something like that, maybe we can obviously change that. I don't know if you want the thing that's now third from the left.
No, that's fine if you have it. The thing on the left for you, do you really want to keep it?
If he's gonna be hunting down Dracula, I feel like if there's anyone I want that card on, it's Van Seward. Sorry, Van Seward, John Seward, because he might be running into the events. But I can see an argument for having one of the like actually effective combat items instead.
Because I would say the thing I have on the left, the middle thing for me, and the thing on the left for me are both good on Seward.
Better than the thing that I currently have on the left. Yeah, I'd take either of those.
I'd probably say so. Which one would you like?
The one on the left is more fun, in my opinion.
Okay.
I think we're good then.
Yeah.
Really good. Okay.
We have all the white ones, right? Yeah, we do. We do.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So now I'm gonna do trades with Mina. That's all right.
Trade with yourself.
Yeah, trade with myself. Sorted. Mina's gonna rest. Job done. Right. So we just need an acetate direction. Direction of travel.
Yeah.
That's fine. We got time.
Genoa only really goes to like, he either went into the boot or he went to Marseille, or he went to like 57, 37.
Munich. Yep.
I kind of want to scan with Mina in Italy. I feel like that'd be really good.
We could do that. We'll see once the turn's done. Could also move to Marseille to work out if Marseille has gone through.
The Paris to Marseille rail line is so good. It just gets you so far. And like you can go from Marseille to like 48, for example, and get like all the way into Spain. It's great.
It's so good. Yeah. Especially now that we've used a renewed vigor, utilizing that is going to be handy. If Dracula has gone into the boot here, then we just gotta be careful not to overcommit too much. But fine, we're in a okay position. Oh yeah, so once you've made this move, then it's going to ask you if you want to make Clermont-Ferrand a layer. Oh, okay, well, you
misdirecting it.
You can misdirect it, that's fine too.
He's coming to kill Godalming. He's like, man, we're going to get him. He's at 7 HP, he's weak. Probably not. Why would he misdirect that? It's a free layer at that point.
Yeah.
Unless he was actually going to move there, but if he'd moved there, we'd know. I assume that's not what he's doing, because it seems a little bit crazy to go after Godalming, who's at 7 HP during the daytime, who has like friends like right surrounding him on all sides.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well.
Interesting. So do you want Godalming to check Marseille? Or do you want someone... He still doesn't have a horse, unfortunately.
Yeah, he needs a supply. So, I mean, getting to a big city is not a bad thing to do. I don't know how we're going to scan Italy, though.
He could go to 24, and then if Mina could also get to 24, maybe, if we really wanted to scan Italy. But the thing is, if he moved to, like, Venice, he could already be in, like, 38...
Probably
59.
59 by now. Yeah, so I'm kind of... we don't have rail to get to Milan, otherwise we could do that instead.
Yeah, him being his train situation is kind of screwed. He doesn't have good tickets.
Well, if need be, we can just start, like, Seward can get to, like, 60. Maybe we don't scan Italy today, and we just take one turn out, perhaps.
I guess if we check, like, 36 and he's not there, and we check, like, 37 and he's not there, then we know that he went. Like, we don't need the scan, necessarily.
That's true, yeah. Unless went from Genoa directly to Venice, and then is now left. But then we can easily check Venice to rule that I just got to be a little bit careful with Mina with her health. But
she's at what, 6 HP, right? 5 HP.
yeah, I'd say get Seward to 60. Seward's got tooled up. Godalming to 36 probably, and then Van
I'll
Helsing
check.
might stay back and supply. Same with
I'll
Mina.
check Marseille with Godalming, and then he can supply there and hopefully get horses.
That sounds good.
Okay, he didn't go to Marseille.
Okay, that's fine. Then we know he's not going backtrack into Spain. That's fine.
So you said you wanted John Sword try to go to 60, did you say?
Yeah, it makes sense. If we're going to try and scan later, that's kind of the location we want to be close to, so that's alright. Nice.
He high rolled, that's nice. My horse luck is better today, that's good. He didn't go to 60.
Okay. Van Helsing can just supply. Okay, that's nice.
Did he immediately get the next horse?
No, he didn't. Oh,
okay.
Crap event. Yeah, Mina might get double horse here, but then maybe she can trade it with Godalming. Yes, supply. No, she didn't. That's alright. Wow. What useful things I got.
Have we hit the jackpot today?
No.
No, okay, not quite the jackpot. How's your day going, Skybreaker? You know, we've been talking a lot amongst ourselves, trying to strategize and hunt you down. How has your Thursday been? Has it been okay?
It's been all right so far. I mean, got home from work.
That's good.
Yeah. I find that in games like this, I can't be as social as you guys because you have a game to play and I have a game to play in my headspace.
Anything that needs traded? I don't think so, right? No.
I don't think so. Godalming only has what you gave him, and then John Stewart, you know what he has.
I don't want to muck up our ticket economy. So I might just pass for now. I mean, it's going to heal.
Passing always feels bad, but sometimes you just have to do it, right? There's nothing efficient you can do.
Who is this?
Warcraft.
Oh, loves the misdirect.
Loves misdirect, yeah.
Mm.
This guy. I'm glad we checked Marseille now.
Yeah, indeed. And I'm happy now too, because that means then it's awkward for us trying to find, but then encounter economy is low, so that's good for us.
True.
So you get the option here to layer Genoa. You can decline it if you so wish.
I mean, you probably want to layer it, right? He didn't.
No.
What?
Why? I'm nowhere near. I don't plan on coming back.
People use the layer is used as both a turn to stop someone from going there, and also you can put your bad your rats and your bad encounters there, and then draw better encounters. Use the layer essentially as garbage cans and just chuck the bad encounters in.
Yeah. So if you layered say Genoa, then it means if Godalming or any other hunter walked into Genoa, you could ambush them and do 3 damage to them or whatever.
I am fully aware of how that works. Yep.
His hand must be godly then. He must have double fog or something.
An old vampire. Yeah, kind of scared, but oh well.
Do you want me to supply or do you want me to check something?
Nah, just supply. Okay. We don't know where he is, just supply right now.
Horses, think the horse god.
Good stuff. Right, beautiful. That's perfect.
Do we want a stake over a weapon at this point? What's the thought?
I ditched the stake with Mina.
Okay, I kind of want to keep it on him then.
Fine, I can see why. We don't. Van Helsing, I don't think Seward has a stake. So yeah, we're kind of a little bit stakeless at the moment.
I mean, the stakes are very high, but the physical stakes very low.
Oh, there we go.
I get the point of your pun.
Oh, there we go.
You're very sharp-witted.
I try. Do we want to scan now to see if he's in Italy? Do we want
could also go to 38. If 38 is a location, then Mina can come up and then they can scan Germany. And then if it's not Germany, then we know it's 59 going down that way.
Well, he's only moved 2 from Genoa, right?
3.
Or no, he's moved 3. 3. Oh, the misdirect is throwing me off.
Yeah.
That's what it's there for.
So I see arguments for both. I say at 38.
Yeah, because 30. If we get 38, we rule out that he's not gone to Austria-Hungary if he's not there.
Yeah.
And he might misdirect it in 2 turns or something, because he's misdirecting everything.
That's true.
He didn't go to 38, okay.
Okay, then is in the boot still, so that's fine. That works for us. Van Helsing supplies.
I really thought he would have gone there. I'm glad that he didn't, because it means we kind of know where he is, but...
Okay, that's a bit better.
Mina is so low. I mean, not crazy low, but like...
I'm tempted to double heal, then move forward with her.
I mean, he misdirected 20, so there's no encounter on 20 to scare you, assuming he went to 20.
And 45 is... There's no hide, so that's okay. So yeah, I don't like double healing, but I'm gonna double heal here.
It's okay.
And I'm not gonna get a good event out of it. If there was a hunter event on top, I would have supplied, but... I mean, honestly, we might... I mean, night supplying is not a bad idea. 1, 2, 7...
We
8,
do kind
10,
of...
12.
I don't know, do we need to night supply? I feel like we kind of have a bunch of the good stuff already.
Yeah. No point risking it, if need be. No.
There's no way he... Oh yeah, hide's still on the trail.
Yeah, we just buy our time a little bit. We're not in a rush.
Force economy.
That's good.
Do you want to give him... I know Van Helsing had the heroic card. Do you want to give that to Mina, maybe?
No,
if for some reason she runs into him?
I'm gonna give something else to Mina.
Okay.
And now they both got a bad event each, so...
I mean, sticking Mina with a bad event isn't necessarily a bad thing, so we'll reveal the good events.
That's true. No. Like, if they both have one bad event each, then that's fine. Should we have Rufus Smith, because eventually Jack's going to have to go to C here. Oh, it's going to C already.
Speak of the devil. There he is. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
He could have gone Adriatic or Tyranian, right? Because he could have been in Bari.
Yeah, so we do have to ascertain that pretty quickly. But it's fine. Seward should stay put, because if Jack is going east, you don't want to move Seward from that spot. Mina should be able to mop up these 2 encounters, unless we need a stake, but then Godalming can charge in, hopefully.
Do we want him to supply, or do we want him to start moving towards those encounters, because he's the one with the stake?
Maybe, until we ascertain what type of encounters are, maybe move forward a bit. Van Helsing could maybe come down and cover Marseille, perhaps.
Okay. We'll get in there.
Yeah, I can move Van Helsing down.
So we're just going to sit in supply.
Yeah, and even if you're like doing it just to... I know we gave for the item deck, you just gain those Dracula events off the top. Van Helsing could also stay put. I'll need to get a better ticket though, but I think maybe supplying might be better.
That's okay.
Oh, that's nice. Do we need another stake?
John Stewart doesn't have a stake, so...
I think I'll keep the stake, actually. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's do that.
Do we think having both of them in Italy is okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Is that not...
We're not overcommitting. Okay, right.
Ooh.
Oh, that's okay, because of the Dark Call, this should clear before... Oh, we don't know if it's Naples or Bari, though. Oh, we should know, though, because it'll be Jonathan Harker who will reveal it.
Yes. The best character in the game, obviously.
Obviously, this is very delayed, though, and by that time, Jack would have landed yonks ago.
It's right. It's going to be very slow. You know, he's doing all the paperwork. He's getting all his ducks in a row. I think we just keep improving the ticket economy.
I don't know if the board game explains this. Well, I didn't know it until I started playing the digital version. You can wolf form from the sea.
Yep.
I don't know if that's something that's explained well. I don't want to muck up our ticket economy. At the same time, I kind of need a good ticket on Van Helsing.
Giving him a good ticket, I think, is okay, right? John Stewart also, unfortunately, keeps drawing one good ticket. It's not going to be the worst thing in the world if our economy's a little bit worse.
No. Mina's still got a free slot for a ticket, so she can deal with that.
Maybe I just say that because I always roll bad no matter how many tickets are... Maybe that's why I'm always rolling bad, because I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter if I put an extra ticket in the deck. It's fine.
And use the fog, which is nice too.
His economy hasn't been the
Ooh.
best. Oh, what?
Wolf form. Nice.
Adriatic, right? It's gotta be Adriatic.
It
Or maybe Wolf
could-
from Cagliari?
Or wolf form into Marseille, because we've now moved away from Marseille.
True.
So Van Helsing's definitely going to check Marseille. That's just a no-brainer.
Well, yeah, because if we don't check it and then we go like east, it's just it's terrible. Do we
Yeah.
want a speedy telegram so that he can do that first?
We could do. Yes.
Or do we want to do that with the Mina thing that we were talking about? Do we want to save it maybe?
I mean, we don't really need that thing right now because if it's not Marseille, then
We
it's
know.
only Milan or the East, so it makes it fairly obvious. So yeah, if you want to play Speedy Telegraph, go for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
I mean, he could have also. When I started playing, I thought Wolf Form and Cagliari was so sneaky and stealthy. I was like, oh, they'll never suspect it. I don't know.
Right.
Okay.
So,
So Godalming first.
no,
Or no, I'm sorry.
Van
No,
Helsing.
Van Helsing. Yes, not Speedy Telegraph and then immediately move Godalming. That makes no sense.
No, okay, didn't do that. That's fine. Mina can just supply to get this off the top.
How does it work multiplayer with Speed Telegram? Is just whoever clicks first?
Yeah, if we try to both do actions at the same time, then the game just goes, sorry, I don't know what you're doing, and it just blocks one of the moves, basically.
Got it. So now that we know he didn't do that, do we want to like check 37 with one of these two people, or
If you're going to do it with somebody, I'd say do it with Godalming. I think Seward's better where he is. The other
do we,
option...
so we? Oh, sorry. Yes.
the other option is maybe just could supply with Godalming and then just start moving Seward down anyway.
Yeah.
Or
I think he's a small city right now, right? So he'd only get
the event. But you're getting the event off the top. Or the other option is you could actually, if you want to move Godalming to 37, then we can. And then, if he's not there, then Seward can just start heading east.
Is Mina going to be able to deal with whatever is in this last encounter? Like, if it's a vampire, is Mina equipped to deal with that?
I think so. We got options to deal with it, so yeah.
Okay. I'm just afraid because if that vampire falls off, he gets his feedback, he gets his wolf form back. He timed it very well, so he'll get like a bunch of nice stuff back if that actually is a vampire.
No, I think it's fine.
Okay.
I think it's fine.
We will move away with Godalming then.
I'd say so.
And then roll poorly because that's what we do.
We're gonna miss.
I think I maybe go Venice, and then if we find out that he's in like the east, he'll be closer than going to 25, maybe.
Yeah,
Or-
yeah. Don't go to 25. I'd say 37. Oh yeah, 57 is better. Yeah, so you can either see it to 55, or you could go fast horses.
Do we want to check it with Seward now that Van Helsing's failed, or do we?
No,
If he's in 37, is it okay? Because we've kind of like trapped a bunch of the like he'd have to go to 60.
I think it's fine because Van Helsing could check it next turn if we're really desperate, if we're really worried about it. So yeah, just if you want to start moving Seward to the east, that's fine. Go for it.
Because I think as a new player, to me, and I keep saying like as a new player, this is what I think. But I'm trying to get in his head and like think about when I started playing the game. Like going from 5 to 55 felt so good because it was like I'm making so much distance. It's like all the way across the board.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite good enough.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I did lose the game repeatedly when I started playing, so I don't. It was like, it wasn't good enough. Okay, you didn't go to 49.
Okay. Most likely 50. We can see. Mina's free from the fog, so she can check. She can check Bari. As soon as we know that it's not that, then it has to be Bari, surely.
Oh, sorry, I went Van Helsing first. I forgot about Speed Telegraph. Or I'm sorry, not Van Helsing.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Probably should get ticket. Mina, I think healing's more important, so let's do this.
Do we want to analyze what's this last encounter is? Is it that important? Do we want to keep that up to like make sure he doesn't use hide?
The thing is, though, we're gonna have to check it anyway because we need to know what the location is. I mean,
Yeah, you're
Jonathan
right.
Hark is gonna do it anyway, but I think we kind of need to know if it's 5 or not. I mean, the thing
That
is,
makes a lot of sense.
Seward's gonna move first, so it could well happen that Seward's gonna fall into the trail anyway.
I think you're right. Yeah, we're gonna check it out both to get rid of the encounter and to know what C space he moves to. So knowing what the encounter is before that isn't as important. It's
No.
better to save it so that he can't use hide with lots of confidence.
Agreed. Yeah, and then deduction's more when you're trying to chase Dracula late game, and then you just want to know I need to move out of here. Can I actually leave this encounter behind or not? And if you see
Eliminates the
something
bluffing
benign,
potential.
then go for it. Yeah. Wait, sorry for the coughing. Oh well, never mind.
We should have expected it.
Yeah, we should have expected it actually. Yeah.
Misdirecting everything.
Yeah. I mean, again, the benefit to this, obviously, the encounter economy is not great. But that's okay.
My gut says he went Adriatic, but I don't.
Yeah, same. I mean, it can't be Cagliari because Hyde was on the
Trail. Yeah, and it couldn't have come off before he played it. Wait.
No.
Oh wait, no. Wait. Was Hyde on the trail? Oh.
No, I don't think. I think Hyde wasn't on the trail. You know.
We'll check it. We'll check with Hyde next turn with Johnson. If we don't find it before then, we'll make sure it's not Cagliari.
Yeah.
So what do we even do with like Godalming at this point? Do we still check 37 on the assumption that maybe he moved there and then went to like 60 once everybody left?
Yep. Either that or you just start moving Godalming east anyway, and Van Helsing can check it. The likelihood, I mean, if it is 37, then the worst case scenario is that Dracula's now in 60, and that's not the end of the world for us.
I mean, he's super landlocked that way, right? We'll have time to get it. We have all the horses, our economy is pretty good.
Yeah, and Mina's now free of the fog, so she's got nothing to deal with now. So yeah, I'd just say maybe Godalming just start moving east.
Okay, we'll get him east, right? Assuming I don't roll a 1 again?
Nope,
okay, there we go.
Didn't.
It's okay. Learn from our mistakes. So, checking 50 then? Do we even need to horse if we think 50? Because I agree, I think 50 is a great place to wolf form too.
I'd say so.
Gives him a lot of options.
I agree, and then even if Drac is now like 46 or 55, being in 50 really blocks in their possibilities then, so yeah, I would say so. And from 50 you can get to 3, you can get to other places. I think, yeah, 50 is a good one to go to.
Here's where he's in Sofia right now, and we just like...
Well, that's fine. But then if it is, then we can work around that.
He went to Sofia. Okay.
Right, okay, that's fine. So our gut assumption was correct, so that's good. Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see it.
Oh yeah, that's another thing, Skybreaker. In the now we're in the combat screen. Do you have like a flashing eye button somewhere on your screen?
But there is a italicized eye above my vampire. Yeah.
Ah, right. So if you click on that, then it brings up the combat information. It shows all the hunters in the combat, and it shows their combat hand size. This is another thing that the digital edition does differently. In the board game version, the hunters take all their item cards into their hand, plus escape, dodge, and punch. In the digital version, it is only cards that can be played in combat get counted. So you'll see here that Seward has a combat hand size of 6. That's the 3 basics, plus 3 combat cards.
Presumably you know what the 7th one is based on how he's been moving, but... The 7th item, I mean.
Yeah. So you can use that information, you can use that screen when you ambush or search or whatever, then you can ascertain, right, does this hunter have a stake, do they have fast horses, or do they have maybe a holy bullet, something like that. Oh,
great.
Wow, damn. Get wrecked.
Oh, I was like, oh, he'll mesmerize her fang, right? Obviously, no.
Because that's what all reckless vampires do. No, clearly not. This is the problem. This is what happens with all these new players. So irritating. They don't conform to our meta. Oh, just terrible.
I'm a rogue element. We're all crewed up to deal with like what we expect, and then they don't do what we expect, and we're like, oh shit, he's done it.
Yeah, that's how beginners beat pros in Texas Hold'em poker.
You have to expect the unexpected. Yeah.
Okay, this turn he's going to escape his bat. No.
Why would I do that? I would just negate it.
Yeah, you're right. It would do nothing.
Oh.
Oh, the double-edged knife there. We got the damage, yes, but also plotting has gone off. I don't know quite what to think.
I'd be happy as a hunter player. I'd probably be quite happy with that trade. I'd say.
Well, it's good, but it makes my next move a little bit
True.
riskier.
That is true. Yeah.
I was kind of hoping to hash this out like during the daytime when I had a little bit of an advantage, but.
Good thing is if we kill this, then stakes are not as valuable a commodity, so we can maybe ditch one or two. We can see.
Godalming does have one, so I don't even know if I'd necessarily like need to be ultra focused on killing it now. I mean, it would be nice, but it's not 100% necessary. And we have all the time in the world. It's like the second space on the trail, right? Second, third, something like that.
Second space. But still, if we can get lots of damage down onto Drac before Drac inevitably escapes to sea again, that'd be really nice.
Best case scenario, the vampire dies. I'm just trying to think about. I guess Seward does heal really fast. He's kind of, if we're gonna risk someone in a prolonged fight, it feels like Seward is the man.
Indeed.
I would have punched here, but I thought punch would get countered.
Oh, very good. Well done.
I applaud you, sir.
Thank you. I thought you'd go for Fang to like heal him up maybe and like get points, but I wanted wisdom that couldn't get countered by plotting.
Right.
Sorry, I interrupted you there. If you want to speak your thoughts, Skybreaker.
Oh no, that was a good play. I thought that you figured that I wouldn't try to mesmerize you, but I remembered there's that crucifix again.
I feel like every time I play with Crucifix, I always like I play it one time and maybe I get him with the surprise, but then after that, people always are like plotting against it, and then I'm like, oh no, I've Crucifix and they've plotted, and it's terrible.
That's the only problem. Crucifix is good as a surprise play, but as soon as they know you have it, they can work around it.
We're not risking night supplies, right? We're good.
No. Well, I don't think, especially on a small city. No. I'd say not.
Well, we know he didn't. We know for a fact he didn't hide because he would be in Sofia. So I'm just gonna rest. It's fine.
Okay. Right. I'm already gonna preemptively do something here.
Okay. He does have it. He drew a good event card, as you can see.
Yeah.
I get what I understand. I think that's good. Yeah.
Since you've got the two hunters which are furthest forward here, you play it how you feel is best.
Yeah. That makes sense. We could also.
You can see the one in the middle. You can see why I'm giving it to Godalming.
Yes, that makes complete sense. And then the one on the right, maybe can they be used together? Or does one?
Well, no. If Godalming uses that, then only Godalming can consume that card. But because of the items that Godalming has, you might want to switch something out. So this
Stake might not be the best.
Exactly. I will roll with that. I might try and improve horse economy here. No, never mind. Self-sabotage.
Oh god. It's okay. She's gonna be on a boat hopefully soon, right? I assume that's why you moved her to 5.
Yeah, I was trying to work out exactly what's the best way to do this. I might actually be moving away from Drac, but it's fine. I think it's more flexible this way. I just hate to
he's
roll
over here, right?
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
I'm going to sea. Salonica.
I assume 46, right?
I assume so, or 56, but most likely 46. Okay, that changes Mina's plan.
Oh yeah, Mina's right where he's coming to, right? She's like the goalie.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not going to move over then. I would just move to like say 40 or 45, and then I could even go to say 25 to be with Van Helsing. Van Helsing's going to stay put now.
I want Godalming to go back, right? I mean, John Stewart could probably deal with whatever the last encounter is. We don't need 2 people over there if he's left.
Agreed. We need to ascertain though what the seas. Oh, we're going to do that with Seward.
I suppose that's true. Yeah. If he leaves, he could just like go Black Sea and then chill in the east. But if he does it, then he's kind of trapped and can't really leave. I think that's okay.
But that's fine because we've got a way to we can deal with that. So I think if you want to move Godalming back to say 38, I'm totally fine with that.
I will move to 38. Thank you very much. It's fine. Totally the plan the whole time. Okay, we're gonna check 46. So see if he went to Ionian.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
Oh God.
Another one.
I
guess
know
he
you have
did
that
Dark Ball.
crucifix now, buddy.
Oh, we're not gonna get him with the crucifix. Are you sure? You don't want to Fang into it?
It's going to be a beatdown. That's all this is going to be.
Oh God. It's like the second round fight, but now you know everything. You know all my tricks.
He's wise to your shenanigans.
Is it worth it to just like, I don't think it is. We need to hold on to that. Or we're just gonna play Crucifix and hope that he doesn't understand that we have that card. It'll be okay. Do that. It's fine. It's okay. Unfortunate.
Oh, damn.
It's okay. It's during the day. We're not losing the knife. It's okay. It's not great.
But that was a good play because Skybreaker knew you had it from the last combat, so...
Yeah, and that also, if I did happen to play Crucifix, that would also counter Crucifix.
Yep, and punch. Yeah, yeah, it's a good play.
Yeah, Strength is a very good card, right? I mean, nothing can go wrong when you play Strength. The worst case scenario is they like dodge, and then the Strength, at worst case, it doesn't do anything. You never get punished for playing Strength.
Unless it's a
I guess
Heavenly Host.
yeah, okay, sorry. Heavenly Host, that's true. Heavenly Host is good around that.
Oh, another one.
Okay, we punched him that time. It didn't work.
Damn.
I thought you might plot after what he did last time.
At least that's both strengths gone, so...
That's true. Nervous. I'm glad both strengths are gone though. You're right. That is, I mean, like the strength is so good. The only problem with it is like there's only 2 of them, right? So once you use them, you run out. Okay, we're trading. That's
Yep, getting damage down. Nice.
Glad I didn't Crucifix.
Yeah, no, that'd been rough.
I don't know what to do. This is harrowing. It's okay. We'll see. We'll try. Ugh.
We're not in a rush to kill this, so yeah, don't feel.
I really don't want him to die.
Yeah, that's kind of more important. Oh.
Yes, Crucifix. You're my best friend.
Well played. Well done.
Oh, scary. I kind of wanted to.
Yeah, well, I had to take a gamble on that one.
Yeah, it's like, do you plot on the thing that I play Crucifix, but then if I punch, then you die? It's like.
Well, my only other choice was Escape as Bat.
Oh yeah, that kind of. The combat deck is not always your friend, unfortunately. A new player?
No, I've seen them in the leaderboard. Just I haven't. They're not in the Discord, I don't think. Right. I'm gonna do this.
I mean, double strength is definitely something that like it's a common strategy, right? Like often the hunters, if they're in a day fight, they will try to they will play their best items first. Strength is you play that well. I mean, aside from obviously the 50-50 at the end and not having another option really.
Yeah, I had 2 fangs in my hand, 1 claws, and the Escape as Bat. So
going up against a man with knife, Crucifix, Fang, probably not the best plan.
No, sadly not. That's okay.
I mean, you still did 6 damage to John Stewart. That is not. I mean, he does heal twice as fast as everybody else, but that's not bad for a day fight, especially.
Mhm.
Yeah. Normally, sometimes as a vampire, you're aiming for 2 damage, so 6 is pretty good. Yeah. I'm just gonna get Mina and Van Helsing to meet up. Sue can just hang back a bit, heal. We've cleared up the trail, so that's fine.
Yeah, he actually scared me. I was kind of scared Dunsor was gonna die. So like if I crucifix, then he claws, and then like there's not really a great situation after that. I guess he's used a lot of his damaging item or cards, but
yeah, that's all 3 reckless vampires gone. I'm gonna take that card back.
Yeah, I think that's fair in this situation. I kind of wish we had almost not used Excellent Weather so we could still have it on him, but it's okay. It's fine. He's probably not going to Cagliari.
We'll see.
We'll see. Do you want the other one as well?
No, I think on you. I think on you it's fine. Van Helsing's tooled up. Mina's tooled
Understood.
up. I'm not. I think out of all the people having you with it, it's fine. Because also what you can do, which I quite like with Lucky Find, is if you're running around with Lucky Find and you end up using stakes, actually you don't have to supply because you know you've got that in your back pocket.
I was almost wondering about the other event if you wanted that on the man who would give it to anyone who might need it.
I think at this stage you're more likely to be moving first into him, so I think it's fine.
Got it.
I can take it back if need be.
We have time, hopefully. That's the one thing Dracula going to see is it does make him invulnerable. It does allow him to travel great distances with like some level of obscurity, but it also gives the hunters time to like get their ducks in a row, get all the items and events where they want them.
Yeah. Indeed.
It's already the end of the second week. Where's all the time gone?
Classic view of Dracula. Sorry, people on the recording, if you hear me coughing. Not, not very good Prime YouTube, but.
Did somebody say coffin?
Oh God!
You're gonna fit in well with this community. I can already tell. If you and Gyro was throwing out all the dad jokes yesterday. If you 2 of you get into a voice chat together, oh man.
We gotta quarantine. We can't let him get infected with this idea that Garlic Wreath is actually the best card. We gotta keep him clean.
That's true. Yeah, maybe not a good idea if you beat Gyro. Nope.
Holy Bullets, on the other hand.
Oh, now that's a good item. Well,
okay,
we knew there's going to be the second C move, so we can just supply up.
Yeah, makes sense. It's just the time to get that Holy Bullets too, because we don't need stakes anymore. We have all the inventory space. It's time. Okay, we're just gonna
you actually did get rid of the stake, Ral.
I don't. Did we want to keep that stake? I thought did Van Helsing have a stake? Did we say that?
I may have gotten rid of that as well. There's 2 stakes in the discard pile. It's fine.
It's okay. He's used all his reckless vampires, right? So
yeah.
We just want John Stewart to go back, right? We don't think he went Black Sea. If he went Black Sea, it's okay. We can figure that out. Okay.
I think so.
And it's fine. We're just gonna go to 50. Wait, he didn't make 50. Oh yeah, it's not a lair yet. It hasn't been time. It's okay.
I mean, the good thing is depends on how many. If there's a landing after this sea space, there'll be no wolf form, so.
That's true.
That's good for us. Okay, I'm gonna ditch this. Okay. And she's gonna move on to 25 because it's not a layer, so I'm safe to do so.
It's the worst feeling when you just are like, oh yes, I'm moving my hunter, and then it's like waiting for Dracula player to make a move because you've moved on to a lair. Not a good feeling. We're just gonna keep healing.
Seward being there is a good deterrent for the East, so that's fine.
I mean, he's already made his choice either way. I feel like he didn't go Black Sea though. Feels a little bit risky. I guess he gets Adriatic back fairly soon, so like if he was there, maybe he like somehow gets to 55 and then he can like go that way. But then again, there's still those two people in Italy. Yeah, I feel like you probably. Oh yes.
I'm just doing trades. If you need trades, just let me know. I can't improve horse economy.
I think you've got. I think you know both of them have, and I think it's fine where it is.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Okay, wait. He's trolling. He's just trolling us at this point. He's like, I'm just gonna misdirect every space. Wahaha. It's gonna prey on my bad memory. We're gonna be like, oh, what's C space to go to? I forgot. It's not on the board anymore. Object permanence, not here.
When we do our challenge, like deck series, we're gonna have to do it if it's Skybreakers with us. Like, you can only use misdirect once.
It's my favorite card.
Everything in moderation.
You can't have too much of a good thing, I guess. Sure.
Okay,
Right.
he probably went to Cagliari, right? That's
I
kind of
mean,
my base assumption.
yeah. We're gonna supply up.
You think supplying with Godalming's fine? I think get enough people on the C space over there.
I want to use the card, but I don't want to use it and then promptly we could have got it through another event. So yeah, if you just want to keep supplying, then feel free.
If we draw like a hired scouts, that'd be really convenient now.
That's what I'm hoping for. Adriatic's on the trail, so we know that side is cleared off. So it's either Tyrrhenian or Black Sea. I mean, Cagliari is the most likely.
So do we want John Seward to chill, or do we want him to like maybe check one of these two ports? I mean, I feel like if he's over here, it's fine. That's good.
Yep. If you wanna, I don't mind. You can either could stay put, could move up. I see arguments for both. You could maybe just supply where you are just in case. You got good, unless you want to move to Bucharest, but then you're not going to get the item this turn.
I feel like the chances of him being there are so low. And if he is, I think like in the situation where he is and I don't check, I still think that's fine. Him being in Sofia means that he's gonna me being in Sofia means that he's gonna have to like be awkward and cramped in the north.
I'd say so. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, if you want to move up, go for it.
It almost. We'll start moving away. It's fine. If he's here, it's okay. And we're not moving that far anyway, so who really, it's fine. Now, when you say move up, do you mean check 56, or did you mean like go to 49?
Oh, to move up towards like the others.
Yeah,
sorry.
That's
I realize move up is such an ambiguous phrase. Yeah.
Got it. That's what I was thinking. I just want to make sure it wasn't like, oh, you meant check 56. There we go.
Now I've got a stake. Do I want to have a stake? Maybe if it is Cagliari, maybe having a stake is not a bad idea. Ah, well that's not a hired scouts. That's not what that is.
I mean, a local rumors would also be nice.
Yeah.
On the sea space there.
Agreed. I'm just gonna keep.
Is there a world where he like went into Italy, like he went like 45 or 40?
Yeah.
Just cold turkey.
Yeah.
I guess like knowing the Adriacs, he's gonna go off the trail soon. Like he can maybe just like hop back to Austria-Hungary.
Agreed.
Maybe we want to leave John Seward there. I don't know. Oh, he's at full health now. That's nice. The event that Godalming got is not particularly good, so I don't think you need to trade with him this turn, unless you wanted either of the things you already saw he had.
Nope, it's okay. I can do stuff with Mina. This is good. Oh,
He isn't. Whoa. He did go Black Sea.
okay, this
He
is
must
fine.
have, right?
This is fine. We can, Sophia is on the trail and it's a wolf form, so that can't be misdirected. We can block him in with the card.
Thank God he already uses misdirect, so we can't immediately misdirect Sophia.
Yeah, the fact it's wolf form, it can't be misdirected anyway, so...
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I can't. Okay.
So this is fine.
That's probably why.
We get into position, try and get him to walk into us. So my gut feeling is now moving into 10.
Yeah. Right, because he knew we couldn't move into Sophia. He could see that. And John Stewart was there further distance, so he probably went 17. That makes a lot of sense.
Yep. Or could have landed 56 and now in 17 potentially. And is waiting for
True.
maybe Sophia to come off. But this is fine. We've got the card, so we couldn't.
Do we want to use that? Like, do we want John Stewart to move in, or do we just want to like kind of wait and then use the card to like bait him towards us?
Good question. Good question.
Well, I think Godalming moves up, so I can do that.
Yeah.
And he rolls good when it matters. There we go. Beautiful. Does 53 versus 49 matter? 49 is better because it can get to like the ports if he needs to, right? 49. He doesn't have good tickets, so the ticket line doesn't matter very much.
49 is okay. Yeah.
Okay. Then John Seward, do we like just move him to 10 and see if he's there to like solidify our play, or
Crap, and I had an event which could have helped you with that, and now it's on the wrong person.
oh, did you trade it to Mina?
Yeah, that was a bit dumb.
It's okay.
It's up to you.
I mean, if he's in, yeah, sorry.
I'm trying to think about this when we play CG.
I mean, if he's in 10 and I go there and we land on him, John Seward is okay. He's got some items, as we know. He's not like defenseless.
You gotta get. Oh, yeah, you gotta survive that fight plus whatever's in 10.
Do we think that like do we have maximum CG? Like, do we have like each of my guys has one.
And I have one. Yes.
Okay, so we get 4. So if he's in 10 and we know he's in 10, we can force him to go to take 5 damage and lose his trail, right?
Oh wait, how many though? Because of no, wait. This is actually not CG's not good this turn because you can't do it on 22 or 28. You can't do it on 10 either. I don't think.
What? Oh, does it say?
Yeah, if you check the card.
Let me checking the card. Because it's like Dracula's hometown. They don't allow it.
Because of Castle Dracula reveals the space, so we might have to wait a turn or two.
You're right. We can't do it this turn. So do we even want John Seward to go in there if we can't
No. No.
Okay. So we want him to like cut off Sophia or cut off. No, he can't move Sophia this turn anyway.
I think, but then maybe still using it to block off Sophia. Wait.
He can't go there this turn.
We do it tomorrow. I say go to Sophia.
Well, he can't move to Sophia, right? Because it's going to be on the trail.
No, but then the next day, because we don't want a wolf form through Sophia. That's what we don't want to happen.
Okay.
We can block like 50 and 6 and make it like impossible, and then they're forced like north or westward, and then we can work around it. If the permanent token's always in 50, that's going to restrict movement so much. So this is fine.
But we're not using it this turn though. We're gonna wait and see what he does. Okay.
Next day.
So anyway, Skybreaker, while we're just talking about, we're having a nice chat. How was your trip to the Black Sea? Was it okay?
Well, the food on the cruise line was blech.
Oh dear.
Or to quote Lugosi, bleh.
We do nothing risky here. We just.
Do we want to deduce? Do we want to see if he hit? We want to see if he hit. Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe
that's a nice idea. Yes.
Because then maybe we could have this whole situation where the thing we thought was happening this turn, he's actually just going to move to 10 tonight, and then because he could have hit him in the port. He did hide in the port, and it was 17.
Well, that's okay. We can. That's fine. We still do our play.
Well, does it work? Because I thought him being in 10 meant that it wouldn't really work. is
No,
what
we can put the permanent thing in 50. That's kind of what we want to happen here.
And I guess we can get more people in there now than we could last turn, right? We have all the people.
That's true. Well, no, we can only still get 2 in, I think, because of just.
Do they not have movement events either? Of
No,
them?
sadly not. Oh, I should have maybe
Okay.
moved around something. Oh, that was a bit dumb.
It's okay. You know what? It's fine.
I think it's
We're
fine.
doing
If
great.
we get 2v1 on the go, I think it's okay. Let's do this. Okay, that's good. Yeah, no risks. We just take our time here. We're in control of this. So.
Because the sea space, what is that? That's like the Ionian Sea. The Ionian Sea is going to come off. Oh. Do we do it now? Do we do the thing?
What does the card say? Can we put it in 10?
We can put it in Bucharest. We can't put it in the spaces that would make it so that if he was in Castle Dracula, he would be instant.
So here's what we do. We try to get to 56 and make him walk into 56.
Is that better than making him go back? I suppose that is better than making him go back to sea, right? Because if he goes back to sea, he could like get away on super low health. This way, he has no chance to get away at all.
Force him to fight into us. We can put permanent token in 50, so can never get past that way. We can put it in 10 and 17. So yeah, we go to 56.
So do we want Godalming then? Because he can't get to 56, but he can get to 10?
No, you can get to 56. It's
oh wait, duh, yes. Obviously, I'm gonna roll high. No worries.
Let's hope you roll high. Yay!
There we go.
Good
we were
stuff.
saving him.
There we go. Good stuff.
Okay. Scot-sword also gonna go to 56, right? Yeah. We're not gonna investigate what's in Sophia. We're fine with that mystery. It's okay.
No, I think we're fine. I don't think you can actually deduce a layer space.
You can search it, is what I was thinking about. Obviously, no reason to do that at all.
No.
I'm gonna investigate and get rid of his hoax. Aha, got him. The one that will never mature. I think your horse luck is rubbing off on me though, because normally this is exactly where my horses break down, and then I can't do anything.
Well, that's why with Van Helsing I move forwards, I can get another yellow 2 in that deck. So, whoever has the CG has to play it, obviously tonight.
Yes, don't make a mistake. It's gonna be okay. I have faith in myself. We're gonna pass with Godalming. And then with Scot-sword, we're not going to play Wax Cylinders. We're going to play Consecrated Ground. And we want the permanent token in Sophia, right? That's the play?
Correct. We don't want any wolf forms going towards the coast. That's the one clear escape route.
And then we check 10 and we check. We put a token in 10 and we put a token in 17, right?
Correct.
Okay. It's a holy day today, Dracula. We have all the choirs. They've come out. What's that encounter?
Yeah, we don't want to put one in 56 because then it blocks. We don't want to go to sea. We actually want to fight here.
Constanta, he has a new vampire, and the hide card is not revealed. Interestingly.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know if that's how it should be. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna give.
Oh, we're gonna. Do we want that anymore? Is the 2v1 better than that?
Because there's gonna be a day fight and there's gonna be a night fight.
Oh, you're right. So use that in case after the day fight, see how the night. Don't even do the night fight because that's how he might get away.
What I was actually gonna say was, use the card for the day fight, and then night fight. There should be 3 of us there.
You're right. Right. That makes sense.
And then because during the day you can heal double, that Seward is there.
Is Van Helsing gonna get there somehow? Does he have some way?
There's not enough. The rail's not good enough for me to get there, but it's fine. It's gonna be a guaranteed 2v1, 3v1 hopefully.
I was wondering if you maybe wanted the lucky find, because I think my combat events are okay. Like, I could do without it if Van Helsing wanted it more, but if he's not
No.
going to get there, it doesn't matter.
Nah, it's fine. Van Helsing can't get there.
So we've rolled out the red carpet Dracula. It's got a lot of, like, fresh blood on it. Just walk south.
No
please.
garlic to be seen anywhere.
Yep, we've put it all away. It's the worst feeling when you're playing Dracula and it's like they force you to make moves. It's like that's the worst, honestly.
Yeah, best situation is the hunters if you can just make Dracula walk into you.
Why do you think they made that row between 45 and 40 so faint?
True. I don't know why that's so faint. That's something again I want. Hopefully Nomad can fix at some point. It's really not clear. Unless you're au fait with like the physical board game and you know, I can't even zoom into the right location.
Is it faint on the physical board game?
Nope.
Or is it full?
No, it's really
Why
clear.
would it be faint in digital?
I don't know. I really don't know. And
maybe it's intuitive, that 45 to 10. That makes a lot of sense. There's already a lot of lines in that space, but
I don't know. Don't get it. I've also heard, I mean, it's not affected me, but I think I've seen people saying to do with the shading, sometimes for Spain it's hard to see the red lines. For colorblind people, it must be a little bit awkward.
I can see that. Wait, what did he do?
He wolf formed into us.
Oh, why? Why would he do that?
Maybe.
Oh, hello.
Works for us.
Yes. He has 1 less health. We did it.
Aiding our cause.
How's it going, Skybreaker? We've prepared a reception for you. We got 2 guys, best attire.
Well, all good things have to come to an end eventually.
Talking about our lives, of course, that he's about to end. It'll be fine. It'll work out. It's a day fight, right? What could go wrong? Surprise! Wait. I think I can use both. It's letting me use both.
Yeah, you can use both, but I mean, there would be no reason why you could. The second one shouldn't really trigger, but okay. Yeah, it's
we won't use it then. If it's against it, we will just do the normal thing. Hi ha! We will heroically leap. Bam.
I saw it once where someone played heroic leap and planned ambush, and obviously the planned ambush was then useless. But then in the next fight, the planned ambush had stuck around and was used in the next fight.
Oh, that is weird.
That's not how it should be done.
Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't try to mess with it then. It's okay. Do we just supply? And then...
You can supply, you can heal, you can do whatever you like.
I guess healing is probably better. We're about to be in a fight. I don't want some weird Gnoming dying shenanigans.
Especially if Mina can't get there. If Mina rolls slow, she can't get into this fight.
Well, Mina's not going to roll slow. We just have to have confidence, okay? You're the one rolling it. How could it possibly fail?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, because I never roll slow in my life, sure.
Oh, dang it. No, I drew a holy bullet. Seward has no guns. This is terrible.
God,
it's fine.
Gyro would be so disappointed.
Another day. We'll make it happen.
Indeed.
Come on.
Hey!
Yes! Beautiful. Mina's got it under control. She doesn't have any of this one shenanigan that Gnoming had to deal with earlier. And Seward, I suppose, both of them. Okay, we will now use Lucky Find.
Why not? Go for it.
And take a holy bullets. Oh yeah. Definitely.
Happy days. And Mina is going to use a planned ambush.
That's pretty good.
In the combat information screen, it does say who's used these events, but sometimes the screen bugs out and it doesn't actually show you, especially if a hunter's played 2 things like a Lucy's Revenge and a planned ambush. Sometimes it only shows one of them, so...
Dracula. It's been fun. I'm glad we've had this time. Skybreaker, you seem like a great guy, but you're right. All of my good things must come to an end.
Hope we don't muck it up like Roscoe and I did in our match yesterday. We go into a 3v1 and Dracula managed to escape his bat.
Can you escape his bat through a consecrated ground token?
No. But the Heavenly Host tokens are now gone. So...
Right, he could go somewhere, but he couldn't go to, like, 55 or something. He couldn't go to... Okay.
Could go to 10, though.
I did discard horses on Godalming, because I was like, it's probably fine.
It's fine. But that's what I did yesterday, too, and in the end, that wasn't how the game didn't end.
You jerk. I just wanted to land one holy bullets.
No.
No bullets for you.
No bullets. Fine. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Burn him with Heavenly Host. Did Mina play?
And then stab you in the back with a knife. Oh, use plan. I forgot I had planned ambush. Oh well, no.
Oh, you want to punch him now? You want to punch him?
No, I'll knife him.
Good game. Good game, Skybreaker.
Good game.
Yeah.
Very interesting game. That was nice. Good stuff. How did that feel for you? Your first outing in the community? What did you think of the way we were playing? Because it seemed a bit weird you say that we were a bit solitary and stuff.
I've never seen quite that kind of a play style before. Because everyone's always just so eager to move around the map and start looking, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm like, everyone's sitting still, and I'm like, what in the hell are you doing?
So that's interesting. It's the opposite for us. When I see new players and they're just moving around all the time, it's the opposite. What are you doing? So then, when you play like your board game, then you're moving during day and then supplying at night? I assume.
Well,
or...
it's kind of an on-off thing with the guys I play with. That what they'll do is they'll supply, and then they'll prepare to travel at nighttime by getting train tickets.
Right.
And then they'll move during the next day, and then they'll usually trade, because they go in groups, they pair up, right? And they all just sort of move with each other. So they've got something to do other than to draw events at night. They avoid doing it at all costs.
Oh, okay.
And then what eventually, I mean, you had a good stroke of luck there having Jonathan Harker right off the hop, because then it tells you where I started the game. So I had to get aggressive with my misdirect cards. I needed to keep enough mystery in the game so that you guys wouldn't just go, okay, this is where he started. And then you could start, picking off locations from there. But I know it's given me something to think about for future games that I play as hunters.
Interesting.
Misdirecting the port you leave from is it can be very devastating. If they don't have a money trail, it can buy you an extra turn of them having to check a bunch of different places.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but you might have gathered away with it. We had hypnosis, but I just assumed you're going to be in Cagliari. I was actually very surprised when the psychic bond failed. I was like, oh, okay then. That was very surprising.
Because one of the plans at that point in the game, I was thinking, well, maybe I hop onto that little island and make them come across the water and get me.
Mm-hmm.
But then I thought better of it, and because I was listening to Pizzawizard, the way he was talking, I thought to myself, maybe he won't expect me to go Black Sea. And then you were all surprised. Oh, we did go to the Black Sea.
Yeah, that's not the normal play. When Draculas go to the Ionian, I'd probably say 90% of the time they go to Iridian, 5% Adriatic, 5%. Well...
And honest to goodness, I thought I would be okay, because when I looked at the map, and it wasn't clear from the zoomed out, but I thought that I could make a break for Castle Dracula with a wolf form, but then... One thing about this game, it's a little unforgiving. Where, if you choose to play misdirect, you can't just go, no, it's not worth it, cancel, and then do something else.
That's true.
So you're kind of dedicated to your... So when I played the wolf form card, when I zoomed in, I realized, oh, the road doesn't go there. It goes to the place where you put the host, and then it goes to the castle. So, I screwed myself there, inadvertently. Mm-hmm. One thing that this app could use is an abort button, something that's just like, no, I don't like the turn I just plotted, so cancel, start over again. But
I think with I don't know if it works with the powers. One thing you can, at least it works on PC, but I don't know if it works all the time or sometimes. If you're doing something as Dracula and you're not happy with what you've done, I think sometimes you can click on a hunter portrait and then click back on the Dracula portrait again, and then the turn is like reset. But I don't know. For general moves, I think it works. But if you're trying to play a power like Wolf Form or Misdirect or something, I don't know if it works in that case. I've never tested it. So that's something we might have to play test and see if it works. Yeah, a bit unfortunate. Say with the Wolf Form, that was pretty unlucky because you can't Wolf Form through Heavily Hosed. Otherwise, that'd been a good way to escape. But that's why we kind of did it. We knew we could force you into us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it's the meta, quote unquote, is very much a case, and all of it came through Quincy Morris, who was like the sort of the original YouTuber who put up a lot of consistent videos on Fear of Dracula. Even though, I mean, when you read the rules, it's like, oh, hunters can only move during the day, right? So we move during the day, and we do other stuff like supply at night. But obviously, there's a huge danger of that, and that's actually really interesting that the fact you've said your group like these very tactical, in-depth games, you've realised supplying at night is bad because then Dracula gets events. So the way we do it is, well, just stay put, get loads of events, and then you'll find Dracula. Eventually, you'll get like a Harker or a Hypnosis or newspaper report. You didn't get newspaper that game. Newspaper's been very shy. But then, even if, in that situation, even if you did get 7 points at the beginning, well, it's okay, because we had Consecrated Ground, we had Hypnosis, we had... what else did we have? We could have kept our sense of emergency. We had a lot of these cards in bank, so then once you started trying to escape and going different places, then we can go, alright, we can use Hypnosis now. Alright, we found you, now we know what direction we have to go in. So you are very tooled up. So as a Dracula player, at least when we play, it's very much a case of you have to keep in mind what things the hunters could have, and then are you safe in this location? And you can't, like, being tricksy does work. Like, there are cases it works, but a lot of the time, if you try to be tricksy and you get caught, then it ends very quickly. A lot of the time you're just trying to put as much distance between yourself and the hunters as possible. But there are times where being tricksy does work. Being unpredictable does work. That's interesting.
You want to find a medium where you're being tricksy, but you're being tricksy in a way where if you're caught out at being tricksy, it's not like game-ending devastating, right? That's why I was kind of okay with the Black Sea, because even if you had gone there, I was like, oh, he's probably, like, we'll have time to get him because the sea stasis are going to still be on the trail. It'll be okay. Whereas, like, Marseille earlier in the game, when you wolf form from Tyrrhenian, Scot-sword was like, we need to check Marseille right now, because if you were in Marseille and we didn't check it, it would have been terrible.
Yeah. Because we would all gunned into Italy or gunned eastward, and then you'd just been in halfway through Spain with such a long trail, and we'd never be able to deal with it. So yeah, it's just that balance.
And the fun part about the Dark Call when I played it earlier in the game is I drew practically half the vampire.
Oh, we could tell the fact you put like so many Recklesses down, yeah.
Well, I started with a Reckless Vampire in my hand, right? And I started with a new Vampire and an Aristocratic Vampire, and then I had 2 other cards. So then when I Dark Called, I drew the other 2 Reckless Vampires and another new Vampire, and then 2 other cards. I think it was Hoax and Rats. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think it might have been an entirely different game if I could have KO'd Seward in that last combat that he had with that vampire.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because
yeah, I mean,
Seward had the CG, the Consecrated Ground.
Yeah.
When we were having that fight, I was thinking, does Seward have anything like really important? I don't think so. No, he had the Consecrated Ground. That'd have been devastating if we lost that. We had no great strength, so that could have been pretty bad for us. There was a lot of Dracula events on the top of the deck, so we weren't as tooled up as some other games. There've been other games that I've got on my channel where just week 1 I'm getting both Renewed Vigors and Consecrated Ground and Heroic Leap and all this stuff, and it's just ridiculous.
You'll need to post that link to your channel so I can subscribe.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I'll pop it in the Discord. We've just actually finished a tournament. We've had a tournament running, the first tournament in our Discord community, and that's been running from September all the way until mid-December. Only finished like the week before Christmas, and there's a whole playlist of loads of games from that, and like some of the best games I've ever seen. Just in terms of like everyone's levels, we just went up went up another notch or two in both
And
Hunter and Dracula gameplay.
I'm just kind of hoping that I wasn't like a complete amateur.
Oh, no, you
No.
weren't. I mean, I think double vampire is something that like even the most experienced people putting two vampires down close to each other
Yeah.
can be very good because often people only have one stake, right? They stake the first one, and then you're like, oh, Godalming can leave. John-sword will deal with whatever's there.
Yeah.
It's a second vampire. Like if I'd searched it at night, and then you got a night fight with that vampire, if it's like, let's say it's not John-sword, let's say it's like Van Helsing, that could very easily lead to a dead hunter if it's a night fight and he can't get out.
Agreed. Absolutely. So I would say in a situation like that, if you know Seward is very unlikely to have a stake, then with the second vampire, I would say don't ambush. I know you want to try and get the point from the reckless and stuff, but the damage you do in a night fight might be more devastating. You might be able to get a bite, or you might actually be able to kill Seward in that situation. So that's why looking at the combat information screen, the way digital does it is different, but it's actually a buff then to Dracula. You'd then realize, oh right, Seward has 4 items, but one of them's not showing, but I know that's the fast horse, right? There's no stake here. So then I can maybe bait Seward into night fights, and then it could be, all it takes is one fight, and you had a good fight against Seward, but if that was just a night fight, just a couple of little extra damage, broken weapon, claws is a little bit more, suddenly then you kill Seward, we lose CG, we lose a really good hunter and all those items that you had, and then the game's different from that situation.
Oh, yeah.
So,
oh, well, you live, you learn.
Exactly. That's the thing with this game. I mean, when I joined, I did 3 Dracula games in a row, and I lost all 3 of them pretty handsomely. And then she was Werecraft, one of the other players was like, come on, we'll do a 2v1, I'll teach you hunters. And then the bug then I won that game and the bug had bitten. And I was just like, right, let's get a handle on this. So if you got the mentality to be open-minded and willing to learn, then that's what you can do. It seems like if you've played a lot of these games with your group anyway, that seems like you've got the mentality for it. So that's great. So hopefully I haven't put you off. Hopefully you'll continue to stick around.
Oh no. I'm never put off when I lose. I mean, that was like just I learned something, and I think the ultimate thing is that you gotta learn and get better. And I mean, how would I say, just get good.
Yeah.
Well, that's all it is. Yeah, I did a video on my channel about like mentality for new players, not in terms of like strategy, but mentality, and that was the key thing. I think I've had so many videos lately with Roscoe, one of the other players, where we're talking about Dracula encounters and events, and a lot of it is just like be adaptable to every situation, whether you're hunters or Dracula, be open-minded to learn, and that's all you need really. And if you enjoy it, and also now we haven't done so many of these 2v1 VC matches, but we're doing a lot, especially now that the league is over, because it was very intense 1v1 for like 3 months more or less. So we're all a bit knackered of it, and we're kind of like, oh, let's have a little bit more community banter. Pizzawizard only joined. I mean, you've been around for a while now, but I was still like, I only joined, I think, like in March this year. Pizzawizard, I think you joined like July.
Yeah, like early summer.
We got us two. We got Roscoe, or you'll see him on Discord. Kane Marco is a player who's been around for a long time, but he's very keen to talk to new players. You got Werecraft, who's willing to help. We've got Captain Gyro, another new player who's come in, didn't play in the league but joined during the league and has done co-commentaries with me. They've got good banter. So you've got a lot of players now who are coming, and not only are they keen to learn, but they're also like, really well spoken, really, humble, and also just like really friendly, and just like, let's have a chat, let's help each other out. So yeah, anytime that you'd like to play more, or you want to do a 2v1 tag team with hunters or anything, just let us know. We'll be more than keen, either on camera or off camera. Very good. But also
definitely just found a place to hang my cloak.
Very good. A big props to you too for allowing me to record your first game. I know it's very intimidating coming to a new community, so thank you for that.
Whatever. I mean, like, I come into a new community now. People kind of know who I am, and they kind of have a feel for the type of person I am. So,
that's
what can you?
Overall, very positive. So very positive impression you've made today.
Agreed.
Oh, well,
absolutely agreed.
That's I guess that's a good thing then. Yes.
Well, maybe we'll continue this conversation off camera, but everyone who's watching, thank you for watching this game. Hope you've learned some things, and we'll see you in the next video very soon. Take care. Bye bye.